And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastakar, Namaskar to all the listeners. Hi, and thank you to all the friends and audience who are listening to us today. We have a very loaded schedule today when it comes to immigration, but we will be taking calls in 5 minutes. And today I have with me on the board Franco. The number to the studio today is 408-912-5565. And also, if you have any questions on immigration, doesn't matter, it's employment-based, family-based, you name it, I will try my best to answer you. And again, everything I'm telling you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You can contact an attorney if you have any questions. The number to our law firm is 510-742-5887. And the website attorneyonair.com, which will bring you to Peerally Law, attorneyonair.com. So today, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the big thing is we saw the debates yesterday. As much as I'm not going to go into the parts of the politics, we need to kind of analyze what is happening and what we can expect from the candidates. And unfortunately, none of them really gave a concrete answer. Donald Trump was saying he wants to give more chances to legal immigration than what he calls illegal immigration, while it seems like Hillary Clinton is advocating for a path for those who are waiting in line to get their green card faster. We hope that will affect the EB2 if she becomes president for India. And also on Trump's side, it seems like he's toning down a little bit when it comes to legal immigration, but he's really cracking down. He's planning to crack down on what we call undocumented workers. So the question, what is feasible or not feasible, legally both of them are feasible, by the way. Many people think that just because Donald Trump is saying he can do massive deportation, he cannot do it. Maybe in practical terms it's a different issue, but in legal terms, yes, he basically has the power, the commander-in-chief, and also the power that is to Congress, actually, and not even using Congress because the laws are already on the books to actually bust people and send them back home through what we call expedited removal. And I spoke about that before, so we need to look what is going to happen next. But definitely there will be a complete overhaul of the immigration system if Donald Trump takes power. That's what he's saying. While on the side of Hillary Clinton, she didn't really give much to us to really discuss, except she keeps talking about how she feels bad for the refugees, which I agree with her. But at the same time, she keeps talking about how she's going to actually make things happen for there's no wall, etc. It's just basically there's no real plan, to be honest. She has a plan, and I think the plan is Obama's plan, and there will be no changes if she takes power, hopefully, because things have been doing well, by the way. A lot of people can see, things have been doing bad, but the economy has been doing well, especially for us in the Silicon Valley. Unfortunately, many people are disenfranchised, and that's nothing to do with the government. It's the system that we have. We have what we call a capitalist system, where basically they always praise themselves that the poor becomes poorer and the rich becomes richer. But the difference with the capitalist system, if you make an effort, there is a chance you actually will be able to make it. And many immigrants know that when they come to America, they are able to make it. So let me take a caller, and then I'll continue, and I'll talk a little bit about topics like a lot of people are asking me when they have an H-1B, F-1, or some other visa, can they work as a driver for companies like Uber, etc. I'm going to talk about that in a few, but let me take the caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on here.
Hi, my question was that I had I have applied for citizenship, and August 20th I had my fingerprinting, but I haven't heard anything back. Can you give me a general idea of the timeline?
Well, it all depends on the situation, but usually, where have you applied? In San Jose, San Francisco, where are you located?
In Fremont.
In Fremont. Okay, so you are probably in the San Francisco office. The case. So the timeline is usually right now 6 months. So you applied in August. You should get. Did you do your fingerprint already?
Yeah, fingerprinting was done in August. So I applied in July. Fingerprinting was done in August.
Okay, so you should get probably they will call you maybe in a couple of weeks. You should get it. Otherwise, it's going to be after around December. It all depends, because right now they're getting such a load. I was there last time and they're telling me they're getting so many. Because of the elections, a lot of people want to become citizen to vote, and they're trying their best to accommodate it. But don't be surprised you get something in the next coming weeks, because they want to have also more people become citizens. So, yeah, but the timeline for San Francisco is between 4 to 8 months. And then now this is a normal. Now if they have a security check on you, then that's taking longer. They were going faster, and then with all the noise on the press saying that some people got citizenship by mistake, now they are taking a little bit longer. Okay?
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. Do I have another caller, Franco? This is Shah Peerally live on air. You're live on air. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you can still call. The number to the studio is 408-912-5565. This is Attorney Shah Peerally saying thank you and hi to everybody for listening to the show today. And also, I was talking about, of course, I was talking about issues like what we heard yesterday in the debate. There was not much about immigration, unfortunately, except some kind of insults being inserted in the whole dynamic. It's so sad, I've been here for so many years, and seeing two candidates pretty much fighting for things that are not really important, but instead of really focusing on what they can do for the country. But at the end of the day, we got to wait. At this point, it's very, very heartbreaking. But at the same time, we need to participate. It's very important. And let me take another caller before I go into the discussion of driving Uber on F1, etc. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Okay. So I think I lost the caller, Franco. I'm sorry for that. And the number to the studio again, 408-912-5565. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hey, my name is Chakri, and I have a question.
Yes.
I am working for company A, and I am in an engineering role.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to seek a job in another company, and it's a manager role. And
Mm-hmm.
I am in my 6th year of my H1.
Mm-hmm.
And my I-140 is already approved from my current company.
Mm-hmm.
So do you see problem seeking a managerial job in another company? And my H1 kind of, the 6 years expires somewhere around August next year.
Well, the problem is probably not the managerial position. As long as it's a technical position, they will transfer you H1B if it is in a specialty occupation. The problem will become on the I-140 itself. If the company that you are working for decides to cancel the I-140, you won't be able to transfer. You're stuck. Because the I-140 is, no matter how much time you're left on the previous H1B, once you pass 6 years, that time cannot be carried. You need to be a beneficiary of an I-140. So your problem is not the managerial position, really, as long as it's in a specialty occupation. It's the I-140. So be careful, and before you move, make sure they're not going to cancel your I-140. And if you want to know...
I know for sure that my current company doesn't cancel I-140. They said so.
Yes. Then you don't have a problem as long as they can put a specialty occupation. But then when you move to the other company, you need to make sure they file your perm under the managerial position or whatever position they're putting you on. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Good morning, Shah. This is Ravi. Really appreciate doing this show and very thankful information.
Oh, thank you so much.
Quick question for you. I got my citizenship and I got the US passport last week. I'm kind of curious when I need to submit or hand over or surrender my Indian passport to the embassy, and what should the things I need to take care?
Okay, I am not really kind of licensed to give advice for Indian consulate, but as far as I know, if I'm not mistaken, and others can correct me, I think within 1 month you have to surrender it, and then you can take what we call the OCI card, I think. So you need to call the Indian embassy immediately and make sure that you return that passport. I think now they have a penalty on it. I don't know if they removed that penalty, but congratulations for your citizenship but unfortunately I'm not licensed in India, so I cannot really advise on that, but I'm pretty sure other callers will call and give you more information on that. You can check with the US consulate in San Francisco, I think, and they will guide you what you need to do, but as far as I know, you need to surrender it within, I think, 30 days, if I'm not mistaken, and get you can apply also for the OCI card. It's not very difficult. Just go online. They have all the instructions there. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Good luck to you, and don't forget to vote. Okay? Register to vote. Okay. Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hey, hi, Shah. I have a question. Actually, last week I had an interview, house-based GC interview, and they gave me a letter in the end of the interview which has one of the line marked as your case is on hold for review, and we don't need any documents from you right now. So is it normal or?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's a very good question because I get it all the time. You went for a marriage interview or employment based?
It was the spouse-based interview.
Okay, yeah. What happens is that many places when you go for interview now, they don't give you an answer right away. So especially because the interviews are not conducted by a supervisor. So what they do, they give you that letter basically saying you completed the interview. Most of the time, if they don't need any documents, you can check online within a couple of weeks or within 60 days they will give an approval. So keep checking online your I-45 receipt. You probably will get an approval as soon as possible. Unless they have some doubts on your marriage, etc., then they will call you back. Okay? But this is normal, very normal. Okay? Okay, I think I lost the caller. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in air. Hello? Okay. So I'm so sorry. I think I'm losing callers in the middle, and I really apologize for that. As you know, these are technical issues. Many of our listeners are in the technical field. They know there are glitches. So I was talking about another issue. A lot of people have been calling me lately, especially because they want to do some part-time job on the side, especially driving things, cabs, for example, Uber and things like that. So the answer is simple. Before I take the other caller, Franco, let me answer that. One of the things that if you are an F1 student, you are not eligible to work unless you get a CPT or an OPT. But the CPT or OPT is related to your field of study. So you cannot drive unless you can work for Uber, but as a software engineer or as an administrative or something, because under F1 you are not allowed to take this kind of job unless you are in a situation where you get all those work permit because of your situation. Like for example, you're from Haiti, where they're giving work permit because of hardship, then you might be able to use that. But otherwise, no. As for H1, definitely not, unless you are an engineer with Uber, or again in a specialty occupation position which requires a bachelor's degree. You cannot be a driver. However, for H4 EAD, yes, you can, because H4 EAD has no limitations. So be very careful on that to answer your question, because a lot of people have been asking me this, so I'm just covering that issue right there. So it's very important that you don't make that mistake, because if you get in trouble, you will lose your visa. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This is about citizenship. So if I filed a green card application, I'm a citizen, and I filed a green card application for my niece, who is about 7 years old now. Apparently, I was told that it takes about 10 to 15 years for a niece to get a green card. So I'm wondering what happens when she turns 28 and if she hasn't got a green card. Is there a certain age by when she has to get a green card or something?
Okay, hold on. You cannot file directly for your niece. You have to file for your brother or your sister.
Yes, that's what I did, and I added her. Yes, I did for my brother. I added his wife and his daughter on the same application.
Yeah, if she turns 21, by the time the green card dates become current, and she doesn't benefit from the Child Status Protection Act, she won't get it. She'll have to wait for her mother or father to become green card, then they file for her. However, there is something called Child Status Protection Act, which is a calculation which is done. But it's going to be too long for me to explain it on the radio here. But yeah, you're right. If it takes too long, she won't get it, unfortunately. Okay, because she will fall beyond a dependent of 21.
So the date has to be current, or by the time she files her I-140, is that when she has to be, like, before 21?
No, the date has to be current at the time they issue the green card for her to come.
Oh, so, okay. Because I thought there were two different dates, right? The time you can file application and then time you actually get the green card can take a couple of years in between.
Yes, a lot. Yeah, it can take. But if you are on the new chart, the chart B that they have, yes, you can use that time. Let's say they accept all the application, and now they have divided the visa bulletin, right? Once they accept the paperwork, that date is good. But technically, it used to be the old date when there was only one chart. But that's still kind of being litigated because it's confusing for many people. But if she's 7 years old, there's a big chance that she will get it. So you don't have to really worry about that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. Hello? Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, I was talking a little bit about the previous. We had a very good question on Child Status Protection Act, but the Child Status Protection Act is a very tricky act because the way it's calculated, there have been a lot of litigation from many people. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court is siding with the government, basically saying that it's only the time pending of the I-130 that can be basically subtracted from the age, which makes the child less than 21 and ultimately give the child the ability to get the green card. And now we have the chart A and chart B. So basically, if they will call you like 1 year before to submit all the paperwork, and that should be considered as a date when you lock the date. But unfortunately, there are some confusion there. So we are waiting and finding, because the new chart system has been instigated last year. So we will see as we go on all those situations. So I highly recommend that you'll read a little bit about the Child Status Protection Act, which I have on our website at peerallylaw.com. So we have another caller, I think, Franco. Let me take the other caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. Hello. I think I lost the caller again. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about some of the issues. Like a lot of people have been asking me, and again, for those who want to call, we still have time. You can still call. The number to the studio is 408-912-5565, and the number to our office is 510-742-5887. The website attorneyonair.com. So we were talking about something which a lot of people are confused about, and one of the things that they've been confused about is the situation with Uber, what is it really, because everybody doesn't even know how it works, and so many people think they can take a job part-time there while they're on F1 student visa, H1, or another kind of visa. So I will tell you the law for F1. Like I said earlier, CPT OPT do not apply to those unless you have this a special work permit for hardship. You might be able to take the job with Uber as a driver. I mean, not other position. For example, in IT and everything with them, that's not a problem. As for H1Bs, the same rule apply. You cannot take this because this is not a specialty occupation. So as a driver, you won't be able to drive at night and get part-time job. If you do it, it's at your own risk. Now, as for H4 EAD, yes, you can, because H4 EAD doesn't have this restriction. So all those are situations that we are seeing right now with people, because some people want to really kind of, then Uber provides an opportunity for that. So that's another thing that is becoming a question where people have been calling me a lot, asking me that question. So ladies and gentlemen, I think we have one caller, right, Franco? This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hi, Mr.
Hello.
Shah.
Hi.
Hi. This is Rajesh from San Jose. I have a question regarding I-140 in the EB1C. So the thing is that in the month of March 2016, my I-140 was approved. But after that, due to the company merger and everything, all the legal formalities, the company name got changed. So the attorney said that the 485 adjudication cannot be done with the name of the employer which doesn't exist. So the attorney went ahead and filed new I-140. So my question is regarding the priority date. The new I-140 which I got doesn't have the same priority date as I had earlier. So the attorney said that, once your new I-140 will be approved, the priority date will come up, the old priority date of August will come up in the new. So I just wanted to know, is there any mess up in this process or how it works?
Yes and no. The bad news, yeah, he did mess up. He didn't claim the priority date in the beginning. But the good news is that he can claim it later. There are 3 stages you can claim a priority date. One, at the beginning of the labor certification. If you look at the form itself on the top, it says, do you want to claim the priority date? You can claim it there. The second step you can claim it is when you refile the I-140, you can claim the priority date. And the third step is at the time the dates become current, you can borrow that priority date. So it's still not too late, so you should be fine.
So, but it is under the EB1C category, so there is no labor process, right? So.
Yes. So I'm telling you in general how you claim. But yes, you can still claim that date from the EB1. But this is the thing. You are doing EB1C, right?
Right, on L1A, yes.
Yeah, on L1A. Yeah, right now it's not, well, as from, I think, next month, or it's already this month, is current. So it doesn't really make a difference, but I'm sorry, I was looking at it from EB2 perspective. But yeah, it's not a mistake because it doesn't really matter for you. You have the priority date is current for the EB1C. Did they refile under EB1C or they're filing under something else?
No, this is EB1C.
Yeah. Then it doesn't matter. So even the priority date is now or earlier, it will still be current, right?
I see. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep thinking in my head. I talk so much about EB2. EB2, it would have been a mistake.
Thank you.
But,
you have been great help to the community. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the EB1C, no, you don't really matter because even he takes the old date or the new date, it will still be the same. So I'm sorry for that. So go ahead. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally, you're live in here.
Yeah, hi. First of all, thank you very much for conducting such informative session. So I have one quick question. So my current I-140 is approved through my ex-company, okay? And now I join the new company, and they are filing once again, and PALM is going on right now with the new company.
Okay.
So now in between, and I think it will take another 9 months or 10 months to get my I-140 approved through my new company. My question is, I want to visit India right now. So is it recommended that before I visit India, get my new I-140 through my new employer, or I can visit and get the visa stamping and come back with only H-1B transfer?
Okay. Your question is on your H-1B extension, or your question is, does the pending I-140 affect your stamp?
Yeah, basically I got my new H-1B petition, right? But my I-140 is still with my old employer.
Okay.
Now I want to visit India, and definitely I want to go for stamping. So will it create problem because I already completed 10 years in USA? Now I don't have I-140 through my new employer, right?
Okay,
but
that's
still
that's
I-140 is valid.
Yes. Okay, that's a good question. The rule says as long as you have one I-140 valid, it doesn't affect your H-1B. But there's another thing too. In your case, since your H-1B has already been approved, the 797 has been approved, the State Department is not going to go into your I-140, even you don't have an I-140. So you can go ahead and travel and get your stamp. It should not be a problem. There's no, because the I-140 is not related to you traveling, except filing an extension and there was no I-140. As long as one I-140 is good, you're pretty much okay. So don't worry, go ahead. But if you think that the I-140 from the previous company is going to be removed and that might down the road create some issues, then wait for the new I-140. But 90-95% chance there will be no problem, so you should go ahead and go get your stamping. Okay.
So one more last question: how do I know my I-140 is revoked or not?
Okay, you can check online. Type the receipt number of the I-140, and it will, sometimes they will put it there online, but sometimes they don't. So unfortunately, you don't really know until you file the extension. But like I told you, even if it is revoked, since you already got another 3 years extension based on that I-140, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so you don't really have to worry because the State Department will go by what is already approved on the 797. So even they remove it, you're still safe. But just to be safer, I was thinking get the I-140, but there's no need for that. So even it's revoked, if the other companies already started your process for the new I-140, you're pretty much safe. So
yeah, PAM is going on actually. I know not I-140 stage I reached.
Yes.
But with that status, I'm thinking if immigration officer asks me where is the new I-140 through new company, I will not have any answer.
Yeah, but the rule says as long as the time of the approval the I-140 was present, that's why you do the application with the DHS, not the State Department. Okay. So now at the State Department, I've never seen them asking that, but they're acting a little bit weird right now. You know that. So so I cannot promise, but as much as I know, 95% chance it won't be a problem. Okay.
Okay. So to be in safer side, better we get I-140 and then go for visit India and then stamping.
Yeah,
right?
I'll tell you why it will be safer. Not really from the State Department. Let's say you go there, you get stuck there for whatever reason, for security check or something. In the meantime, the company might stop your I-140, right? And in the meantime, also, let's say company A revokes your I-140. Guess what? Then you're stuck. You won't be able to transfer to company C because you don't have an I-140. So that's the reason it will be good, because many times I know companies, once they know the employee is not coming back, why will they waste the money to continue on the case? So that's one risk that you have to consider as it's an odd risk, but it is possible. I've seen that. So be careful, but it's not, honestly, I think you're safe. But right now with the political climate, nothing is really safe. So I would recommend having your I-140. Okay? Good luck to you. Wish you all the best. And ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to today. I don't know if I have more callers, Franco, but he's telling me there's no more. Is there 408-912-5565? And for those who want to call, we're still going to take some callers. I think for the next 5 minutes. But we're going to take a quick break, Franco, and then we'll be back talking about debt settlement and wrapping up on the immigration. So don't go anywhere. We will be back after those messages.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shah. Thanks for a very good show.
Thank you for the show and all the information that you're providing.
Hi, Shah Peerally. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mr. Shah. Thanks for doing this program.
Hi, Shah. Thank you.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for picking up my call.
Hi, Shah. My name is Kunal. Let me thank you for this wonderful show. It's been a tremendous help, actually.
Mr. Shah Peerally, thanks for sharing the information.
Good afternoon, sir. I would like to congratulate. It's a wonderful show, and lots of people are getting benefited in different areas like immigration and settlement and all.
Yeah, good afternoon. So, first of all, thank you very much for providing all this useful information. Really appreciate. I've been listening to your shows. I know I've been listening to your shows only on Mondays, but I from now on I'll try to make it a point listen to it. The other days also. Thank you for doing such a great show.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. It's a wonderful show.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Shah. Appreciate your talk show and daily listener about this, and it's very informative.
Yeah, hi, Shah. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi, Rajesh.
Hi, thanks for taking my call, and first of all, thank you very much for your service to the community. So, thanks for briefing up the current situation. It's unfortunate it's affecting but the good people as well whose aspiration is this country. Thanks, Mr. Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
Hi, this is Ravi. Thanks for taking my call, Shah Peerally.
Hello, is this Mr. Shah Peerally?
Yeah, this is Shah. You're live on air.
Yes, good morning. Thanks for taking my call. Good, thanks.
Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you, and the same to you.
Hi, sir. It's a great show you're doing. Thanks for all your help. Thanks so much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I think we have some callers. So, let me take the callers, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. My name is Ajay. I have a question regarding my minor daughter who is 7 years old. So I'm on H1, she's on H4. I need to visit India and I need to go through visa stamping. Do I need to take her also for her stamping, or she can continue staying here and I can just carry her passport and get the stamping done?
Technically, you have to take that person to get the stamping. They will not really allow, because unless she leaves the country on jurisdiction, the State Department will not issue the stamp. So I don't know if they will, even they don't allow, she doesn't go inside the embassy, she has to be outside the country. So if you want to get a stamp for her, you will need to take her with you. And unfortunately, I have never heard of any rules. I will double check, but as far as I know, you will have to take her. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you. So let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry with I keep getting kind of confused which line is lighting up. So we are almost now. Let us talk a little bit about debt settlement. Right now, economy has been booming, but now it's starting to slow down. The job market is not doing great, unfortunately, and many people know that in the community. And as such, if you need help to get rid of some of your debts, you can actually call us at 510-742-5887, and the debt settlement website is yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. We are able to help people right now on cases where they have litigation, for example, and they have judgment against them, or they are in a litigation and their costs are getting too high, they want to settle it. We can negotiate those debts. What we are doing here is not debt consolidation. These are lawyers pre-litigation negotiation or during litigation negotiations. And for example, we had cases where people owe sometimes $500,000, and we are able to get them maybe $200,000. These are not exact figures I'm giving you, but there are a lot of them on our website, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. And we can help you on second mortgages. Sometimes we can help you get rid of them. We can help you on credit cards. So call us 510-742-5887. Let me take a caller quickly. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello.
Hi, Shah. This is Arun. How are you doing?
Hi, Arun. How are you? Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. So one of my friends, he had to go back to India because of his some family issues, and he's working here for a bigger company, and his company is transferring internally to India office, but he's still holding the H1 visa. So if after 1 year or some time, if he wanted to come back to USA again, so can he use the same H1, and since he already have a visa stamp on it, can he come back, or is there any problem?
There's no problem as long as the company doesn't revoke the H1B situation and basically give him a letter of continued employment. But if they revoke it, let's say for example they say, oh, he left the country, we don't want to continue with the H1, they don't have to pay him, by the way, from the US to maintain the H1. Then yeah, he can come back on the H1, on the same H1 with a letter of employment. But if they cut it off, then they will have to do an amendment and bring it back, and then he can just come. He doesn't need for new stamping. He will just need to refile an amendment or a new H1B based on the cap exam. But if they don't revoke it, then there's no problem.
Okay, so but he will be working on Indian payroll meanwhile. So that is not an issue, right?
It doesn't matter. The Indian payroll, once you leave the United States, H1B doesn't control you. But the company, yeah, people have to understand, you cannot maintain an H1B status while you're outside. Status is only when you're inside. But the cap exempt part, not cap exempt, but the H1B itself can be maintained. That means they don't revoke it with the USCIS. Then you can come back on the same. There's no work to be done. But if the company decide to take it away, then the company, then what they need to do, they need to just revive it. But it's not difficult. It's very easy. Okay? Okay?
Okay, thank you. Thanks so much.
Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. I think we have another caller, right, Franco? This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air? Okay, so again today I think I'm half asleep. I've been watching the debates till late at night, and that's why I'm kind of sleeping a little bit. So I apologize for that. I even confused some stuff. So I really things are really heating up here, and I'm very much a political. I'm very political savvy, because not only because I for the work, for knowing what's going on, but I'm also very much into it as a hobby. Now it's no longer a hobby; it's a matter of survival. So I'm going to talk a little bit about. I was talking about debt settlement. And debt settlement is usually how you get rid of a debt without having to file bankruptcy. We have some very good track records on those debt settlement, including how to get second mortgage out, how to get litigation cases out. We had cases, and we also have a lot of cases where people who want H1B, that when they leave the company, their employers are kind of harassing them for money. So we can deal with those two for you. Give us a call, 510-742-5887. And also the other announcement I have is on our Washington D.C. office. As you know, since a couple of weeks now, we have started. We have a branch now in Washington D.C., actually near the White House. Just like Trump wanted to have, and I couldn't resist. I had to make that joke. But we have an office there because we have a lot of people who wanted to really to serve the community there. We have a lot of companies who work with us located in the vicinity. They wanted us to have a presence there, and I have Attorney Shah Silmi, who is basically heading this office there. So for those who are listening to us remotely, if you want to contact our Washington office, feel free to do so. And you can check on our website. You will see under About Us, you will have the Washington D.C. office. The number there is 202-656-5553, 202-656-5553. It's still a branch of the Shah Peerally Law Group. And And for those, especially companies out there in Virginia, etc., they wanted us to have a presence there. Just to let you know, we represent companies pretty much in all, at least I think 36 states, if I'm not mistaken. And I've done consultation pretty much, I think, in I don't know how many states I've done consultation. So I really I'm very, very proud of that, because we are in the Silicon Valley here, and yet people know about us all over the US. And this is very important, because it shows the quality of work you're getting from us, and we will maintain that. I always tell that to my clients. I'm not the typical lawyer. I don't even dress usually like a lawyer, and unless I have to. But the truth is, I like the fact that I can keep the office maintaining two different standards in terms of basically giving the corporate service, but operating on a very individual, where we can really kind of be in touch with our clients, treating them actually as human beings instead of clients, and that's very important for us. And I really wanted to thank our team here. And just to let you know, on November 5th, it will be the 12th anniversary of the law firm, the 11th anniversary. I'm sorry, 11th anniversary of the law firm, and we are very proud. We have been serving the community since November 2005. I've been a lawyer before that, but the law firm itself was set up in 2005, and I wanted to thank my children for it, because the reason I set it up was not really to open a law firm, was just to have more time for my children, but ultimately it became bigger. And I wanted to thank people like you who have been supporting me, my audience, my clients. So far we have handled more than 6,000 cases, and we are very proud of them. And of course we don't win them all, but luckily we win most of them. So ladies and gentlemen, and our anniversary is coming, and we have the new office now in Washington, one in San Francisco. So if you need help on anything immigration, feel free to call us 510-742-5887. The website attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com. And anything I'm telling you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. And quickly to recap, today we tried to cover a little bit about issues on the debate yesterday, but we didn't learn much, unfortunately. Second thing, a lot of people who want to drive the Uber as drivers, be careful what visa you are on to be able to do that. And if you need help, feel free to call us for a consultation, 510-742-5887. And just to let people know, this show will be replaying on midnight on Friday. So for our late listeners, please keep listening. And we say goodbye until next week.